Now at 6, a day of protest and celebrations.
Military parade that I don't think we've ever seen the likes of what you're going to see.
June 14th marks the 250th anniversary of the U.S. Army, with hundreds of thousands expected in our nation's capital to commemorate.
What we really want to do is take the opportunity to connect with the American people and just give them a glimpse of what our Army does every day.
But across Northeast Ohio and the country, demonstrators taking to the streets against the Trump administration.
We're going to organize, we're going to be peaceful, and we are going to say our piece.
Hello, everybody, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Tracy Carlos. We have team coverage from Pike to downtown Cleveland on today's peaceful protest. But first, let's take a live look now at Washington, D.C., where the military parade is set to begin in about a half an hour. This parade is also happening on President Trump's birthday. We'll have more on that event later in the newscast. This all happening as protesters took to the streets around Northeast Ohio, young and old. They were peaceful in their message. News 5's Maya Lockett joins us downtown in Cleveland right now. And Maya, what is the latest on the protest happening there?
Hi, Tracy. I know it doesn't look like it now, but just a few hours ago, downtown Cleveland was filled with thousands of protesters holding different signs, just like this one here behind me that reads, "Hands off Medicaid, healthcare, not warfare." We spoke with many people who said that they just wanted to come down here to bring awareness to some of Trump's policies they did not agree with. And earlier this evening in Menor, over 1,000 people lined up on the sidewalk in front of Great Lakes Mall. Everyone held signs that spoke against President Trump and some of his policies.
I have 4 grandkids. I think that they deserve a country where they're free to be who they are, and it's important for me to stand up and show them what's important in the world.
And across the street, we were able to speak with someone who was against the rally, but was appreciative that people could come together and protest for what they believe in peacefully.
Support our president, I support our government. Everybody comes out when it's against him. I'm coming out to support, They come when we throw ours to, protest against us and Donald Trump, so I'm here peacefully doing the same thing.
And the Cleveland Division of Police posted just a few minutes ago on social media that the protests were concluded without any major incidents. One individual was arrested for disorderly conduct. They also wanted to thank everyone who peacefully exercised the First Amendment rights and cooperated to help keep the event safe and orderly. And earlier today, News 5's Mike Holden followed a day of action in Cleveland ahead of the No Kings protest.
With signs in hand, roughly 1,500 demonstrators took to the streets of downtown Cleveland, and we followed them for each and every development, starting at Public Square, then to the Free Stamp. And we've been catching up with a number of folks who say they simply will not tolerate President Donald Trump's various policies. Perhaps the biggest sticking point, ICE and the deportations. I'm joined with Marianne, a longtime Clevelander right here, and I want to ask, what prompted you to drop everything on your Saturday, come out here and be a part of this?
The Constitution is America, and we have a president who does not support the Constitution, and we have a Republican Party who thinks that Donald wants it is a good enough reason to do something.
For folks who argue on the counter side that this should be a day of celebration, the 250th anniversary of the United States Army, the parade set for 6:30, which will be right here on News 5 Cleveland. What do you say to those folks who are asking, what does it even serve? What sort of purpose is there to coming out here with signs and taking over the streets?
My country does not celebrate itself through its military prowess. My country celebrates itself for the way it treats its citizens and people around the world.
Thank you, Marianne. We appreciate it. And I want to show you the ongoing situation right here in downtown Cleveland, Public Square, where demonstrators are planning to be here throughout the course of this day and then heading back towards the Free Stamp. Now, we said we were there for each and every development throughout the course of this demonstration today for the No Kings March. We did not see any sort of arrests, any sort of disruptions. Cleveland police were on hand throughout the entire duration of the events. We are going to continue to follow each and every development and bring you the latest live developments on air, online, and on the News 5 Cleveland app. For now, reporting in downtown Cleveland by Public Square, Mike Holden, News 5.
Mike and Maya, thank you. And earlier today in Pepper Pike, roughly 1,000 protesters hit the streets as part of the No Kings protest. News 5's Elizabeth Van Mitri was there, and those who attended made their voices heard.
We are in Pepper Pike around Landers Circle where around 1,000 people have come together. We have flags, we have signs, free speech, free country here. You can see heart signs, all different signs. The message today, this sign over here says it, is No Kings. Today is a counter protest to the military parade happening in Washington, D.C. later tonight. People here are passionate about being here today. We spoke to one woman who explains why she would have been here, good weather or not.
We need to stand up for what's right. We need to stand up for humanity and for people. And we really have a lot of trouble going on now. I'm terribly concerned for our democracy.
Things around here have been peaceful. We have heard some chants, some singing, and a lot of horn honks of people driving by, giving their support to those who are standing out here despite the weather. For News 5, Elizabeth Van Mitri, back to you.